Good morning, guys. Okay, so I'm going to take you out to our garden today, and it is a little damp. We just had a thunderstorm last night, so there's some standing water. Need to watch where I'm walking. But just an update, so things are growing. We're trying to experiment with wild onions. We have them growing everywhere in the back, and we were talking, and it's like, if we separated them and allowed them room to grow, would they get bigger bulbs? So we're giving it a try, just to see what works. So yeah, so let's see, turnips, I still need to thin those. And then overnight our peas are sprouting like crazy, and beets, the red top ones, the kohlrabi, of course our rhubarb's doing really well. In here there was a sort of a fence that we had right here because I was going to grow sweet potatoes, but instead I've planted regular potatoes. So this is full of regular potatoes in there. And then our onions are really sprouting and doing well. We've got more onions over here because there's nothing in this bed right now. So letting them have their day. The turnips, and of course the garlic. And I realized something, y'all. Either I planted my parsnips in the garlic, or I planted the garlic in the parsnips. I'm not sure which one happened here, but we're going to leave it be for right now and see what happens. Okay, and then got our onions doing well. Carrots are really coming up. And I think that's all over here, because just we've got geraniums and lavender and such. But yeah, so back here, don't have anything planted in there yet. Let's hit the strawberries first. The strawberries are coming up pretty good. There's 10 plants in here. So hopefully that'll fill out and we'll have some strawberries. I've got more of this wire so that at some point soon we can cover this with this wire to help maybe keep birds from eating all of our berries. And then here's our rain barrel that John helped me set up. We put a spout on it and then hooked it up to the downspout there, which is just, let's see, it's just, we've got screen screwed on there and this lid just to keep stuff out of it, not to keep it from blowing away. And we've attached an old hose to it so that I can water the garden when I need to. I also use it to water stuff in the greenhouse and spray in there. And then this is new, y'all. Okay, so there was a bunch of stuff piled up back here. Actually, it's right there on the other side of the fence to be picked up for trash. And these bricks were kind of just everywhere. So what we did, because Pocky, our dog, likes to sneak around, and I'll go back there and show you in just a second. He likes to sneak around and go behind the buildings and take off down the alley. And it's hard to chase him once he gets going. So we put that fence up over there and put the bricks there to keep him from doing that. And yeah, so I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, and then here I've got all my trees and shrubs that I'm growing. There's weeping willow. There's rows of Sharon vines. And then I know we've got ones that haven't sprouted yet, like peaches and pears and apples and things like that. And we've got a couple big weeping willow trees here. And I've put all of my containers where I'm starting trees, propagating trees and stuff like that out here. Figure they might be better. And then in here, in this area, I'm going to be planting my corn and watermelon, or melon, and sort of let it just take over the area. Use some of the whatever to climb on if it wants to. And it'll be easy to just grab the plants that are reaching out into the grass and just pull them back in, and keep it kind of contained. That's the idea anyway, so we'll see how that goes. And then I planted up this little planter here. Got geranium, and then some green sweet potato vine, and of course the dark maroonish color sweet potato vine, and I can't think what that is right now. Sedum. There in the front. So hopefully that'll bloom out and get enough sunlight to be really pretty. And then back here, see, we put this one here to again help contain the watermelon and pumpkin, and it can grow up over it if it wants. That'll take care of some of the vines. We put all these bricks, tried to do it nicely, stacked up here so that again Pocky can't get back this way. But here's what I mean. There's like a small narrow path between the fence and the garage, and then same on this side between the shed and the fence, and he was just kind of going back around that way and then down this way and sneaking over into the alley and taking off. So hopefully that'll take care of that. And then we've got our compost bins here setting on bricks, so it's kind of out of the way and a little bit nicer than it was. So there's that. And then, where the compost bins used to be, we now have 2 more pots of grapes. So we have the Cannabis and we have the Himrod grapes. So a green and a red grape. And we're using that little fence thing we made, or trellis we made, for them. So hopefully that'll be good for them, because they need full sun, and this area usually, it's kind of overcast today, but it usually gets full sun. So yeah, there's that. So, and then there's this area. It's always a little bit muddy for some reason, like up there. So it's kind of a, I guess, perfect place to put all this stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go and start working on some things. I've got some more masks that I need to finish making, and some things to start potting up. So, okay, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.